Hello students, welcome to Sairam classes English 1 to 3. Today we are here with line by line explanation of chapter 7 Glimpses of India. In this video we will discuss only first part of the chapter, A Baker from Goa, written by Lucio Rodriguez. In the previous video we had done summary of this part, and now we will do line by line explanation. Before you read, here is an activity is given there. Given here, discuss in class. What images of people and places come to your mind when you think of our country? What parts of India have you lived in or visited? Can you name some popular tourist destinations? Number 3, you may know that apart from the British, the Dutch, and the French, the Portuguese have also played a part in the history of our country. Can you say which parts of India show French and Portuguese influences? Number 4, can you say which part of India grow tea and coffee? So this is an activity. You have to do this activity yourself according to your mind. What do you think about all these activities? So now proceed to the explanation. A baker from Goa. This is a pan portrait of a traditional Goa village baker who still has an important place in his society. So in this story we will know about a traditional Goa village baker who is having also an important place in the society till now. Our elders are often heard reminiscing nostalgically. Reminiscing nostalgically means they think about the past, about those good old Portuguese days, the Portuguese and their famous loaves of bread. So our elders are often thought about. They often remember about those old Portuguese days and the Portuguese people and their loaves of bread. Loaves means pieces of bread. Those eaters of loaves might have vanished, but the makers are still there. Here, the writer is telling us that maybe the eaters of loaves, eater of those pieces, might have vanished. Vanish matlab disappear. But the makers are still in the Goa and they are having an important place in present society. We still have among us as the mixtures, the molders and those who bake the loaves. So till now also in the Goa there are mixtures, molders means the जैसे जो सांचे होते हैं जिनमें ब्रेड बनाते हैं, मोल्डर्स एंड डोज एंड द पीपल हु बेक द ब्रेड. Those age old time tested furnaces still exist. अभी भी वो furnaces means भट्टियाँ हैं. The fire in the furnaces has not yet been extinguished. जो fire है furnaces में, it has not been extinguished means it has not been disappeared. The third and jingle of the traditional baker's bamboo heralding his arrival in the morning. जो आवाज़ है उसके, जब वो बाम्बू को जो है ग्राउंड में प्रेस करता है, मारता है, तो जो उसकी और उसमें जो घुंघरू बंधे होते हैं उनकी जो आवाज़ होती है, तो वो कह रहा है कि जो थर्ड एंड जो जिंगल की जो आवाज़ है ट्रेडिशनल बेकर्स के बाम्बू की, हेराल्डिंग हिज अराइवल इन द मॉर्निंग, दे एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ sound tell us about the arrival of him, that he has come in the morning, can still be heard in some places. Till now the writer is telling us that till now we can listen the same sound in the Goa. Maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. Here he is also telling us, he is also informing us that maybe the father of that person is not there, but the son is also carrying the same business. These bakers are even today known as Pedder in Goa. And these bakers are known as Pedder in Goa. It is a traditional name for the bakers, Pedder, and that is Pedder. During our childhood in Goa, the baker used to be our friend, companion, and guide. He used to come at least twice a day, once when he set out in the morning on his selling ground, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. The jangling thud of his bamboo woke up from sleep and we ran to meet and greet him. Why was it so? Was it for the love of the loaf? Not at all. Here, the author is remembering his childhood days in Goa. He said that the baker is said to be their friend, companion, and the guide to them. And at the time, baker used to come at least twice a day, in the morning and the evening. In morning, when he came there to sell his bread, and again in the evening after emptying with his huge bag, after selling all his bread with empty basket, he came to the same route when he returned to his home. The jingling thud of his bamboo woke up as from sleep, and the sound, the jingling sound of his bamboo woke the writers from the sleep, and they ran to meet and greet him. Wish करने के लिए उसको जाते थे. Why was it so? And now the writer is asking a question to you. Why did they do so? Was that the love for the loaf? Not at all. The loaves were bought by some Paskin or Bestin. जो loaves हैं, they were bought. It means the children have no right to purchase the bread. Only the Paskin or Bastin, you can say the maid servant of the house, only they could purchase the bread from them. What we longed for were those bread bangles which we chose carefully. Sometimes it was sweet bread of a special make, and there was a special bread called bread bangles, and that is like a round bangles. As the shape of the bangle, there were the sweet breads, and they were specially made for the children. The baker made his musical entry on the scene with the jang jang sound of his specially made bamboo staff. He is also remembering the musical entry of the scene with the jang jang sound of the specially made bamboo staff. जो bamboo staff था, bamboo stick जो थी, and there was a sound, and from that bamboo, from that staff, there was a sound of jang jang. And why there is a sound? Because you can say that some जो एंकलेट टाइप और जो घुंघरू होते हैं वो उसमें बंधे रहते थे. One hand supported to the basket on his head, and the other banged the bamboo on the ground. With one hand he supported his basket on his head, and the other hand he banged his bamboo to the ground. He would greet the lady of the house with good morning, and then place his basket on the vertical bamboo. And after wishing the lady of the house, he set his basket on vertical bamboo. As you can say that there are 3 type of sticks in on that basket, and by those 3 sticks he made like stand, and on that stand he kept his basket there. We kids would be pushed aside with a mild rebuke, and the loaves would be delivered to the servant. The writer is telling us that when he were kid, they were pushed aside. उनको साइड कर दिया जाता था with a mild rebuke. It was not a stern rebuke. It was just a mild rebuke. बहुत छोटी सी हल्की सी डांट दिया उनको. And by that rebuke, they were kept aside. And loaves would be delivered, and the pieces of bread would be delivered to the servant. But we would not give up. He is saying that no, but we don't came from there. We would climb a bench or on the parapet and peep into the basket. Now he is telling us that as a child they they were not enough, they were not big enough to reach the basket, to peep in the basket. That's why they take the help of a bench or the parapet. Somehow I can still recall the typical fragrance of those loaves for the elders and the bangles for the children. He's also reminding the same smell. He's also remembering those days, those smell of bread loaves and loaves for the elders and the bangles for the children. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth or wash our mouths properly. At the time, they loved so much to those bangers that they did not care. They was not aware about the brushing of the teeth और वॉश देयर माउथ्स प्रॉपरली एंड वाई शुड वी. और वो कह रहा है क्यों, करना भी क्यों था. वी वुड टेक द ट्रबल ऑफ प्लकिंग द मैंगो लीव फॉर द टूथब्रश एंड ही इज सेइंग दैट हु वुड टेक द ट्रबल, कि हु विल टेक ट्रबल, कि कौन कष्ट करे, कौन प्लग करे मैंगो लीव को, दातुन की तरह यूज़ करे. एंड वाई वॉज इट नेसेसरी एट ऑल, और क्यों ज़रूरी है ये सब. द टाइगर नेवर ब्रश्ड हिज टीथ. जो टाइगर है, हैव यू लिसन दैट ही ब्रश हिज टीथ and they are so sharp. Hot tea could wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. And now you have to answer these questions in the comment section. Oral comprehension check. What are the elders in Goa nostalgic about? What are the elders thinking about? What are they, for what they are thinking about the past? क्या सोच रहे हो पास्ट के बारे में. Number 2. Is bread making still popular in Goa? How do you know? Number 3. What is the baker called? Number 4. When would the baker come every day? Why do the children run to meet him? These are the oral comprehension question and you have to do these questions yourself. And I know that after reading it or after listening the video carefully, you are able to do all these questions yourself. Now I'll proceed to the chapter. Marriage's gifts are meaningless without the sweet bread known as the ball. Now he is telling us, the writer is telling us that marriage gifts are meaningless. There is no worth of anything in the marriage if the sweet bread known as the ball is not there. Just as a party or a feast loses a charm without bread. And we cannot imagine a party, he's saying that we couldn't imagine a party or a feast without bread. Not enough can be said to show how important a baker can be for a village. Now, कि अब जो है इससे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट बात क्या हो सकती है एक बेकर की, कि इम्पॉर्टेंस क्या होगी, कि इफ़ देयर इज़ नॉट एनी पार्टी विदाउट अ ब्रेड देन वी कैन नो द इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ अ baker, that how important the baker is. The lady of the house must prepare sandwiches on the occasion of her daughter's engagement. Cakes and bolinhas are a must for Christmas as well as other festivals. And as we make gunjia on Holi, in the other the festival, we have a specialty, we have a special dish on every first festival. In that time, there was a bread sandwiches was made by the daughter's on the daughter's engagement by her mother, and it is compulsory for a mother to make sandwiches for her daughter's engagement. Cakes and bolinhas, they are special kind of bread, and they are used on a Christmas and as well as other festivals. Thus, the presence of baker's furnace in the village is absolutely essential. That's why we can say that the presence of the baker's furnace, जो उसकी भट्टी थी, it is very important is the village and it is very essential there. The baker or bread seller of those days had a peculiar dress known as kabai. And the dress which at the time which is used by the baker, that is type of a peculiar, that is very strange type of dress, and it was known as kabai. It was a single piece long frock reaching down to the knees, and it was like a single piece long frock एक सिंगल पीस का लॉन्ग फ्रॉक होता था. देयर इज नॉट डिवीजन इन दैट पर्टिकुलर फ्रॉक. इट इज लॉन्ग with made by a single piece, and it is down to the knees. In our childhood, we saw bakers wearing a shirt and trousers which was shorter than full length ones and longer than half pant. Now, here the writer is also telling us that he's seen the baker in his childhood, but at the time they worn a shirt and a trouser, and trousers length were not full. It was longer than half pant. It is not similar to the half pant. It is more longer. It is longer than the half pant. Even today, anyone who wears a half pant which reaches just below the knees invites the comment that he is dressed like a painter. Even today, he's telling us that even today, if anybody wears a half pant which reaches just below the knees, it also invites the comments. Everybody gives a comment to him that he is looking like as a painter. The baker usually collected his bills at the end of the month. Monthly accounts used to be recorded on some wall in pencil. Baking was indeed a profitable profession in the old days. The baker usually collect his bill at the end of the month. He doesn't take the daily payment on daily routine. He doesn't take his payment on daily routine. He makes a monthly record, and that was recorded on some wall of his house or somewhere in pencil. Baking was indeed a profitable profession in the old days. The baker and his family never starved. He is saying that baking was so profitable that we can't say that we have not seen a person or a baker whose families starved anytime. He, his family, and his servant always looked happy and prosperous. Their plump physique was an open testimony to this. Even today, any person with a jackfruit like physical appearance is easily compared to a baker. And the baker, his family, and his servants, they always looked happy and prosperous. They always looked healthy and wealthy. And their plump physique, their healthy physiques, pleasantly fit body, it is open testimony, it is open certificate to all persons that they are happy. Even today, any person with a jackfruit like appearance, jackfruit like appearance means healthy and wealthy person, is easily compared to a baker. So these are also oral comprehension check. They are the match and the fair following, and some questions are there. You just have to do these questions yourself. If you find any problem in any section, in any oral comprehension check, you can ask to me in the comment section or in our WhatsApp group. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson and it is clear to you. So thank you. Stay home, stay safe.